Hello? Mommy, I need to talk to you because I'm not feeling so good. Yesterday, I used to be your little child next to you. But then I went to Lebanon. When I came back, because you traveled so much, and I was in my area, and then I see this movie from Julia Roberts, Pretty Woman, that showed me a very beautiful man called Richard Gere. And I saw him, he was so handsome, and I had this dream. I hope to meet my own Richard Gere, and the man that will give me the $3,000 money. And then I was taking a walk to go to Daddy, and I saw this richest man. He said, "Where do you come from?" I said, "I'm from Wellington." He said, "You're beautiful." I said, "Thank you very much." He said, "Do you like something to drink?" I said, "I don't drink." He said, "No, you can drink Fanta." I said, "Okay, it's no problem." And then I went with him. He was so tall and I was very short. And then we drank something together. And then he told me he's here to take black boys to go work in a boat for 2 years and they can make a lot of money for their family. But at the time, I thought my black brothers, they were just lucky, mommy. You know, I introduced him to most of the black boys in my area. And now he takes all these boys and I become famous in my area because I bring a white man who came to help all these black men. But suddenly I didn't live long enough in Africa to find out if he was real or just a game. And then he rent for me a house. In this house, he have a colleague that was working in an office in Sierra Leone. And he was always in the boat. He go away, and then he always send me a letter. When he comes, every 6 weeks, I see him. But suddenly, he cannot make love. His dick does not stand. At a young age, I don't understand why his dick was not standing. But now, in the old age, I understand. That's when they church too much, and they have children, they married in a young age. They waste everything they receive from their mother. But even though his dick was not standing, he was a pure man, he was honest. I thought he was honest. I believe him. And I trust him till the end. When he's in the boat, he sent me sweet letter. He cut his finger with the blood and he put it on the letter. He said, "I love you." He called me Swaggy. He said, "I love you so much. Wait for me." When I see his blood in a letter and all the message he wrote me, I really believe him. And then when he finally knew it was time to set me up, he sent me a letter when I was living in the town. He said they sent him to another country, he's not coming back to Sierra Leone. I was surprised but not heartbreaking because in a way, someone who supposed to give you everything, rent a house for you, suddenly say to you, he's not coming back. And then, mommy, I stay in this house, and then I went to a disco with some of my friends, and then there is this footballers that came to play football in Sierra Leone. A very handsome guy. He looks so much like Richard Gere. He was young, he was about 32 years old. And I was in my 23. But before I met him, I have my son when I was 18. And then as soon as my son was 19, I was the 19, my son is the number 19, as 1 year old. That's the body, 18, and I'm the 19. But when the child came out, they say, oh, a 1 year old. No, my son was the 19 baby. Only 19 years ago, I was that baby. And after 19 years, he's the 1 year old. But people always say, oh, child. No, he's number 19 times 1 year old. My son is the 1 year old on top of me, and I become the 19. And then suddenly, I have to go on a society. They have to circumcise me. And the British man bring me the most beautiful dress. By the time I don't see him as a woman, she was just a girl to get pregnant. And their group of girls came after my group of girls. They turned themselves to be boys, but in their mind, they know they were girls. They advanced in the thinking. He was happy that I was circumcised because they really believed that I was stretching too much and they have to cut something out of my body to stop me. But mommy, you was not always with me because you travel a lot. When I was alone, they used me and get enough masturbation for me since I was little. They get so much for me, and when they think they have my baby boy, they believe that they have the throne out of me. And now it was time to stop me, and then they circumcised me. And now, when he know they get what they want, and then he sent me a letter, he was not coming back. And after a couple of years, when I was not masturbating anymore because they circumcised me, and now mommy, they come to find me because they figured out they're making mistakes. When I was circumcised, I stopped masturbating for over 3 years. And now they suddenly send Eric my way. He was so cute. We go to disco. I was bluffing with him in the time they were playing football for 2 weeks. He said to me if I could buy the ticket, and then he will arrange the visa for me. He arranged the visa and I want to collect it. I went to the Gambia instead of Dakar, but it was not coincidence because I am not the travel agency that sell me the wrong ticket. So I showed them the letter. I guess they have planned for me. And I came to the Gambia. My mother was in a war situation, and I get stuck by the situation. My son was there. My little sister was pregnant, and I have to spend my money, which is for my ticket. I remember Eric was calling me. He was bleeding. What are you doing? Why are you not coming? I said, I'm stuck here. Someone is trying to help me. I will come. Did you get the visa? I said, no, I did not able to go there. He called me and called me, but the telephone was not mine. I have to answer the phone from someone else's house, and it was not every time they call me to take a call. I wish I have a way to find Eric and tell him how much I still love him. If I ever saw him, or if he ever find me, I will never have sex with him. I will never masturbate, but I will make it up to him. Because I know they bleed him. I get hijacked and bring over here. I get set up. And I came here, the system was very smart. They sent me the same guy with the same face. and I have the telephone number for Eric. I was calling him. Mommy, someone take the number out of my bag. My diary was gone. I couldn't call him anymore. But I know in this country, every phone call you make, they always send the registry the ones you call. But I never find it, and we lost contact since 1996. And the first 3 years I really bleed before I find someone else and move on. I meet Sierra Leonean girls here, and I call them my sisters, my family. I go out, I tell people I say my aunts, but I was alone. I was hijacked, and in my own little way, I made friends fast with Sierra Leoneans that came to ask for asylum. And now, after all this time, I have 4 children in this country. I get abused, they take 2 away. And sometimes, I don't like what they want me to become, because this was not my destination. And now I live among divas who smoke, and they have everything. They're beautiful, but they don't have the wind like me. And when I dress to go out and they see me posting videos, they feel like I'm impressing their guys, and now I make enemies. But it's not my intention, because I have no plan to come here. And now, to free myself from the enemicity, I lock myself in the house, not buying no new shoes, no new clothes, not going to no disco anymore. So I make YouTube my own disco, and I've opened more than 8 accounts, and they find some way to block all my best dance videos. So now I try not to post any dance videos, because I finally understand what's going on. And since I've been posting my dance videos, they went on and find most local girls and dress them up to show me there are more beautiful girls. Well, I know in my mirror I'm the only one who stays there. So I find in short gear, I find the face many times. I get the money many times, and they take the money from me. So now the last 7 years, I'm just myself, because my last boyfriend, he have a problem with his ex-wife. He cannot have children. He went to the hospital and get an operation, and they changed his cells, and what he put inside of me, I get a nightmare. I masturbate over 3,000 before my baby was born, because I use masturbation to get tired, and it makes me fall asleep. The pregnancy was very difficult. The baby is scratching my stomach, and that's why I don't trust no guy anymore, because he came with something else other than his own cells. And no matter, even if a guy show me his private parts that he's not on the operation, I will never encourage another guy, never again, because he really put something inside of me that was not part of him, but they take something out of someone else and try to fix it inside of him, and I get the problem. So it's my story, and yeah.